today, the Chinese are coming for your home. Hello again, it's Martin North from Digital Finance Analytics, one latest post covering finance and property news. Well, data from the FIRB, that's the entity that monitors overseas investments in Australia, says that home buyers from China are stepping up their push for a slice of the Australian dream, racking up $3.4 billion worth of approved residential real estate purchases over the 2022-2023 year. That's up more than 40% on the previous year. The Foreign Investment Review Board's June quarter report, which was released last Friday, shows the Chinese appetite for residential real estate is accelerating, with 826 approvals granted in the June quarter alone, worth $1.1 billion. In the March quarter, 606 approvals for home purchases were granted, worth $700 million, while the 2021-2022 total was $2.4 billion in approvals. The overall Chinese interest is even larger yet, given that a further $600 million worth of approvals were granted for those buyers from Hong Kong, which is counted separately and came a distant second in the overall tally of foreign buyers. Home buyers from Vietnam at $400 million, Taiwan at $300 million, and India at $200 million were also among the top 10 for 2022-23. The catalyst for Chinese demand came after China's decision to reopen its borders took effect in early January. A subsequent edict by the Chinese government that its foreign enrolled students return to campuses for face-to-face teaching could also boost buyer demand further, some experts say. We have been working with a lot of Chinese ever since the borders opened, Dave Platter, spokesman for Juwai IQI, a major Asian regional property portal, told the Australian Financial Review. Presumably, as flights continue to increase, we will see buying increase. As well, the type of buyers have changed a lot. Before COVID, most of the buyers were investors buying inner city apartments, but now it's families who are buying dwellings to live in them. These people are upper middle class and wealthy from a Chinese standpoint. They're buying townhouses, houses, and large apartments at the 1.5 million, 2 million, or 2.5 million and up. So the point I want to make here is that with regard to residential property, it's actually pretty flaky data because the information is, well, pretty partial. But nevertheless, these trends are pretty strong, particularly for residential purchases of houses, and it's consistent with what Edwin and I have been saying in our Monday rants, that there is a considerable surge of demand from China coming in and sucking up some property. Now, the overall volumes are still relatively low at the moment, but if the expectations are correct, this could continue to grow quite strongly and be a catalyst to drive some property prices in some places a lot higher than previously. And again, as Edwin and I have spoken about previously too, some of those investments would be looked at very differently from the point of view of an overseas buyer competing not on a level playing field with local purchases in Australia. So to my mind, we still have a big question here to deal with regard to what extent international investors are driving the Australian market higher at a time when interest rates are going a lot higher and many local households are in increasing difficulty. I'm Martin North from Digital Finance Analytics. Many thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.